I have made some pretty rookie mistakes throughout my time of selling vintage online, and today I'm going to share with you 3 of those mistakes so you won't repeat them.
Some made me feel like I was losing my mind. Some made me lose a lot of money, and some just made me lose a little pride.
My first mistake was not understanding international shipping, but deciding to go ahead and do it anyway without any research. And I'm going to preface this one with a tiny little story, so grab a cozy beverage and follow me along for what I like to call the great fiasco of 2018. This is when I shipped a tiny item to the Netherlands and ended up not making any money at all. In fact, it cost me money. Keep in mind that at the time that I made my international shipping errors, it was 2018. So this was pre-COVID. This was before things had gotten so expensive to ship. I did have free shipping profiles. I had this little tiny Enesco grape toothpick holder. It wasn't very big. It didn't weigh very much. And someone from the Netherlands purchased this. I had it set for $8. $8. This could actually be a shipping error and a pricing error, because nowhere in my mind should I have made that item $8 including the shipping. I was new. I didn't know. It looked tiny. It didn't cost me a lot to buy. I think I picked it up for like $1. So I thought $8, I'm making a profit. Didn't research fees on Etsy, how much it was going to cost me, anything. I just put it out there and it sold to a sweet lady in the Netherlands. Realized it's going to cost me $15, maybe $20. It was quite a bit. I'll say $20. Right there, I've lost all of my profit. Completely lost my profit. Well, during this time, I'm checking the tracking on this thing because I've never shipped internationally before, and it's lost somewhere. I don't know where. Somewhere between here and the Netherlands, the grape took a hiatus. I don't know, went sightseeing, decided to stop somewhere, but it had not made it there. The buyer messaged me and was like, she had been tracking it too, was very concerned about it. We wrote messages back and forth on Etsy about how we were looking for it, didn't know what was going to happen. I think about a couple of weeks in, I decided I was just going to refund her the money. Thought it was the right thing to do because I thought this thing got lost, and also I didn't know any better. I refunded her the money. So now not only am I out the shipping cost, I'm also out the cost of the item. I mean, I'm out all this money, right? Thank goodness it wasn't a larger item. At this point, I just wanted it gone. I just wanted this whole problem gone. So about a few weeks later, she messaged me, and surprisingly, the item showed up. She said, "Oh, the item showed up. Would you like me to send you money now?" And I was like, no, thank you. It's fine. I've learned my lesson. You're just getting started. You've got to decide if you're going to ship internationally. Now, it is easier now, especially if you're buying your labels through Etsy, because you don't have to go to the post office and get any kind of form. You don't have to have a form to fill out. It's all filled out on there, and you can just print it out and put it on your package and drop your package off at the post office just like any other package. So it is easier in that sense. I am also going to say, if you are going to ship internationally, don't use free shipping. You can't price the item high enough to recoup your money. And if you do, it's going to look ridiculously priced. And you can change your shipping profile for each item if you want to. So you can have an international shipping policy, save that as a shipping profile. You can have a free shipping profile, save that. And you can have one where you don't use the free shipping, the customer pays for it. You can have those different shipping profiles saved. And then you can decide on the item which shipping profile you're going to use. So you could actually have a shop where some items you don't mind shipping internationally and some you're just not going to ship. My entire shop, I no longer ship internationally. It's just a headache I don't want to deal with, so I just don't deal with it. But if you want to make the most amount of money and you want the most amount of eyes on your items, I know a lot of eBay sellers definitely use the international shipping because they do get a lot of buyers from overseas. That I would be interested to know, if you are already a reseller, do you ship internationally? And do you have any advice for the rest of us on doing that? Mistake number 2 is mixing up shipping labels. Being so busy and sticking the wrong label on the wrong package to take to the post office. And I hate to say this, But this actually just happened to me recently, and I won't blame it on brain fog from menopause. But honestly, it was really because I didn't slow down. I had a ton of packages. I am always very, very careful to make sure that when I print out the label and stick it on my package, that it is the correct label going to the correct place. Still don't exactly know how I did this because I inputted the weight and dimensions for this large item, but I put it into the information for the person that bought the necklace. So when I printed it out, it printed out the person that bought the necklace's information, and that's what I stuck on the package. We're on our way out of town to source, and we dropped it off at the post office. 40 minutes out of town, something in my mind told me to look at my phone. And I looked at my phone and I thought, why is it saying that that thing that I just packaged up has not been sent out? And then I looked and it said that the necklace had shipped and it was still sitting at my house. I didn't even ship it. And I panicked because in my mind I thought, what am I going to do? This guy that ordered a necklace is about to get a box for egg money. The other lady wasn't going to get her item because I was now going to have to get it back from this guy where it was shipping. My husband turned the car around and he sped all the way back to the post office before they closed to find out if we could get the package back. Now, I wasn't sure if we could get it back. And once you hand it to them, I think it is now the property of the United States Postal Service, and I don't think you can get it back. But we got right back there, and the guy knows us, and he had not taken it yet. He had not scanned it. So he told us he was not really supposed to give us the package back, but because we purchased the label at home and we put the label on it and he had not yet entered it into the system, that I actually could take it back. We just told him what happened, that it was the wrong label. It had the wrong thing in it. I was able to take it home, put the correct label on it, ship it out. Take your time in the beginning when you are just getting started. Look at your labels, make sure that you've got the correct label on the correct package. I can be a tad bit of a perfectionist, and I was so worried what that was going to do to my business. And the entire time my husband was trying to tell me, it's not that bad, it's not that bad, it's okay, it can be fixed, because he's the even keel one, and I tend to overact a little. He says to mistake number 3, and that is thinking that I had to spend a lot of money and have fancy equipment and put a bunch of money into my business at the very, very beginning in order to be successful. And that is just simply not true. Don't go into debt. Do not spend a fortune at the beginning of your reselling journey, because you can get by with some basic little tools and things. I thought I had to have the prettiest, the best of everything. I stupidly used to buy pink bubble wrap. Those used to have this pink bubble wrap. I think they still do, Home Depot. It's actually made to wrap electronics in. I think it reduces the static electricity, so it's actually made to wrap up electronics. But I just thought it was so pretty, and I just bought it, and it was expensive. And I just bought it and I used it at the beginning. I loved it. It looked so pretty. I was like, when people open their package, they're going to see pink bubble wrap. Just wasn't thinking about my bottom line. But now I research where to get things. I buy normal bubble wrap and I research the cheapest prices. When you're getting started, you want to go all in and get all the cute stuff, but you don't need to be spending your money on that yet until you start making money. You may just want a thank you card for inside your package. Just use the little free ones that you get sometimes when you give to a charitable organization, or you can get them at the Dollar Tree. And then eventually, maybe you want to design some on Canva. That's what I do with my thank you cards. And it's very economical. I design them and then I send them to a printer locally and I can go pick them up, or you can have them shipped to you. This is one of the first designs I made a long time ago, and I've just tweaked it as we go along. There are going to be things that are important to get. Like, you're going to want to spend money like on a scale, and you're going to have to buy supplies like tape and paper, and maybe you're going to get boxes for free. You can get them from people that will help you out and give you old Amazon boxes. That's where you're gonna save your money. But at the beginning, I was just trying to buy everything I could because I was so excited. So the mistake I made was thinking that I had to buy everything and everything had to be perfect. It's just don't go overboard. And that actually doesn't just go for your supplies, that actually goes for your inventory. When I very first got started, I thought, I've got to go out and buy $1,000 worth of inventory so that I have something to put in my store. Don't do that. Do not get into debt. Don't go overspend. You got to start out slow. It will eventually, when you start making money, then you can start spending some more money. So if you're just getting started at the very, very beginning, I went around my house. I went to my family and I was like, if you are about to give anything to Goodwill, especially if it's vintage, let me look at it first and I'll either buy it for you from a good price or I'll take it for you. And my family and friends would give me things saying there are cost-effective ways to start out before you have to go out and just spend like a ton of money, because everything is a learning process. So every business, everything that you try out in life that's new is a learning process. And I pray that you don't. But if you do make a flub up or make a mistake or something costs you money, I'm just going to encourage you not to let it ruin everything that you've tried to do up until that point. Don't let it bring you down. Do not let it make you quit or get discouraged, because it's just a part of life. Not everything is perfect, and you can turn it around and you can fix it. I hope you have been doing well. I hope your sales are doing great if you are a reseller. If you are just here because you're a vintage lover or you just like to hang out and have fun, thank you so much for being here. I've had so many wonderful comments on my last few videos and a lot of wonderful messages too. You can always comment below. I think my email may be linked up to YouTube. If it's not, I can link that for you below as well. If you ever need anything or want to ask me questions, but you don't really want to put it in the comments, you are welcome to message me through email. I always hope these videos help you in some way, or at least you find entertainment in them. If you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you would come back. We're going to have a whole lot more fun things. Take care of yourselves. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for being here. You are my Pink Truck Pals, and I appreciate you more than you know. I'll see you very soon in the next video.